Good evening and welcome to City of Light and welcome to our Christmas Eve service. We're delighted to welcome each and every one of you who are joining us and our live stream congregation. They're joining us from all around the world and across the United States. We're delighted to have you joining with us this Christmas Eve, a great celebration of the season of love and light. Welcome. Well, as we begin this evening, it's all about lessons and carols, and we're going to have a relaxed, casual environment where we get to sing along. And we're inviting those of you who are joining us through Facebook to join us in singing from your home as well. If you know the carols, just join us and sing along in this great time of celebrating all the lessons and carols of this great season. Now tonight, we're going to be bringing some new insights into some of the Christmas story elements that we've seen from a different perspective, as we want to see it from the more metaphysical approach to this wonderful season of love, the wonderful season of great light within our hearts and our lives, and we want to celebrate that together. So we're going to begin by asking you this very, very important question, and that is it beginning to look like Christmas for you? Now we look around and we see Christmas decorations, but the real question is it beginning to look like Christmas? But then, what does Christmas look like to you? Because this is a season of light shining so brilliant in the darkness. Christmas is this season that has been positioned in this time of the winter solstice, the time of the great darkness where the light begins, the time when we shift from the days growing darker and shorter to a moment when new light begins and the days begin to grow longer and longer. You see, this season, all these great holidays that we celebrate are all about that theme. So the celebration of Christmas has been moved to this season. This is not the birth of Jesus, not the birth of, on December the 25th, a special birthday party for celebrating his birth. In fact, historians are not really certain when he was born. He could be even in the spring. But the celebration became at this time because it was a wonderful metaphor, a wonderful lesson of what we're celebrating, the wonderful light coming into our life, the light of God's great love. We're celebrating that wonderful light and love in a beautiful season. The season of Hanukkah as well is celebrating as we look to the story of the menorah, of the oil lasting for 8 days. A beautiful metaphor, even of us understanding what that means, is that the presence of God always with us, that light of God always with us. You see all these holidays coming together in a wonderful way that help us celebrate why we are here in this moment. We're here to celebrate the true essence, light, the light of God radiating within us in a fresh new way as we celebrate it, as we tell the story of Christmas, as we tell this story in a wonderful way that helps us acknowledge God's immense love, inclusive love, compassionate love, forgiving love, gracious love that is there for each and every one of us. So as we begin, we're asking you, what does Christmas look like to you? Is Christmas all the lights in the darkness? Is Christmas about shopping and gifts? Is Christmas about joy and family? What does it mean to you? What does Christmas look like? Because let me tell you, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Let's sing this carol together. You'll find the words on our screen. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Is the wish as they talk and go for walkies, hope and change them, mom and dad, like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, a park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that make them ring is the carol that you sing right on your heart. Well, you see, Christmas begins with this wonderful awareness of all this love and light that radiates from within our heart. For the joy of Christmas, the real season, begins right within each and every one of us. A lot of people say, I'd love to feel Christmas. I want to feel Christmas. Help me feel and get in that Christmas mood. But let me tell you this, it begins within each and every one of us. As we begin to understand the power of this love and light radiating within our own individual lives, we get into this wonderful spirit of giving, sharing, loving, and caring in new levels and in new ways. We understand this beautiful spirit, and it begins afresh and new within us as we revisit it and allow it to become alive within our own individual hearts. Well, we look to the very story of Christmas, beginning with this wonderful message of the angel coming to Mary and announcing this beautiful birth about to take place, announcing that that which is coming is going to be a wonderful birth within her. It's very symbolic of the birth that we want to bring to our own individual lives every day of our journey. Birthing anew a Christ consciousness, birthing anew an awareness. For that's what Christmas is, celebrated year after year. It's calling us to birth something new within, birth something new. Now the story unfolds as Joseph finds out that Mary is pregnant, his fiancée. And in this beautiful dream, a consciousness, awareness unfolds for Joseph, understanding that it is God with him, God with us, God within us, Emmanuel, Emmanuel. That beautiful name, that beautiful phrase as we think about it of God within us is so powerful. We think about how it's celebrated in this season. We sometimes get so busy we forget God is with us in the midst of everything we're going through, every situation, every scenario, every moment. God is with us, never leaving nor forsaking us. We celebrate that in the season of Christmas. Let's celebrate it together as we sing this carol, or as we listen to this carol being played in a beautiful way by our celloist, Max, and our pianist, Scott. Well, with this wonderful announcement, the beautiful story unfolds with this birth. A birth within each and every one of us is our story as well. Birthing this joy into the world, this joy of a consciousness of God with us every single day, every moment of our journey, never leaving and never forsaking us. So that great joy we celebrate during this season, and we want to proclaim it to all the world, for it's a message of joy for all, for God's love is inclusive. May the world experience this consciousness of joy in a fresh new way that includes everyone. Joy to not just one or two, but joy to the world. And that's our calling, that we might be the people who bring and share this joy with one another consciously, that we are bringers of this joy that is deep within us, this awareness in this holiday season of the presence of God, we want to share that with one another. So we are the joy bringers. We are the givers, the sharers of this great radiant beacons of happiness, of love, and the light that it brings within us. Let's sing along together in this Christmas carol, Joy to the World, and allow that message to be one we share with each and every one. That inclusive message, it's joy for everyone. Joy to the world that Christ is born, that earth her glory bring, let every heart prepare it room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Spirit reigns, let us our songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat their sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. Joy to the world, the truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Y'all are doing great singing along. It's this Christmas season where we share this joy and we sing it, we proclaim it. We are like the angels that have heard on high, proclaiming this glorious good news for each and every one of us as we walk this season, as we walk this earth, as we walk this journey together. We're celebrating this wonderful message. Now, as the story unfolds in the Christmas season that we celebrate, we hear the messages of the divine that are ever announcing good news. It's for each and every one of us that there are messengers each and every day of our lives, offering us insight, guidance, speaking to our hearts and our lives. Just as there were angels proclaiming to the shepherds, guiding them and telling them of this great good news, so it is in our day-to-day journey, a day of Christmas every day, a celebration of this wonderful awareness that the angels ever speaking to us, messages of God ever being revealing to us, that are coming to us in powerful different ways as we open up our hearts this very same. Opening our hearts that the angel message is there is good news. This day, let us celebrate it together. Let's sing together, Angels We Have Heard on High, and let's be open to the divine messages that come to us as well. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Singing o'er the night, and the mountains in reply, echoing their great delight. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Excelsis Deo. Well, that beautiful night, as the story unfolds in a manger in the city of Bethlehem, was a still night, as the artists and musicians like to recall. I don't know how still it might have been in that manger. I've had the chance to be to Bethlehem and to go to this place where they proclaim this is the birthplace. Now, it's very noisy today, tourists coming from all different places. to see. I can't imagine what it might have been on that night. What it might have been, but the authors, the storytellers are inviting us to this wonderful place as we listen to this song, Still, Still, Still. The beautiful line in the lyrics invite us to dream, dream, dream of a joyous day to come. You see, Christmas offers us that opportunity to dream the dreams of some abundance and infinite possibilities that are there to unfold for us. For the presence of God with us, never leaving nor forsaking us. That same presence is guiding our day-to-day journey. That same presence is offering these messages of guidance within us that invite us each and every day to dream dreams, to dream of hopes, to dream of possibilities. We have a new year coming in just a little bit, a few days down the road, and we'll be celebrating 2023. How exciting to think about dreaming some dreams of possibilities. That Christmas night is that of a celebration of the possibilities of birthing within us something new and fresh, birthing within us an awareness of God's love and prosperity plan for each and every one of us, and calling us to begin to dream some dreams for the new year. Dream some dreams for your spiritual life. Dream some dreams of what you hope and would love to live out and accomplish within your journey while you're here on this earth. Dream the dreams of the evolution of your soul. Let's listen as our musicians play this beautiful chorus, Still, Still, Still. There's a familiar Christmas carol, O Come All Ye Faithful, and invites us to come to Bethlehem. Bethlehem is known as the house of bread. That's really the meaning of Bethlehem itself. The story writers have placed Jesus' birth in this beautiful setting of the house of bread. For bread is what sustains, what nurtures. Born in this place of nurturing, of sustenance, of sustaining. You see, within each and every one of us, what sustains us, what really holds us, what really guides us, it's this wonderful consciousness and awareness of the presence of God, isn't it? That's what sustains us through everything. As we are just still, still, still in the silence, still and knowing that consciousness, that wonderful presence, we too come to a place of sustenance, a house of bread. We come to a contemporary Bethlehem within our own hearts and our lives. For it's that place where the very Christ child is born. And that's where the way shower of truth that sets us free comes into the story of, begins a ministry that unfolds for years. And thousands of years later, we still look to Jesus, the way shower, and the beautiful truth that he's brought for our lives. We look now to Bethlehem. Come, all ye faithful. Come to this place of sustenance. Come to Bethlehem in a fresh new way this Christmas. Come to this house of bread that feeds, nurtures, and sustains you. Come into that which is the divine presence that will lift you and carry you through. Oh, come, all ye faithful. Join us in this carol. Let's sing together. come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. O come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing choirs of angels, sing in exultation. Oh, come, come. Us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. As we gather together, it is this season of Advent that comes to conclusion. It's been our season of great expectation here at City of Light. Our themes have been that of the power of expecting goodness within us to unfold, that great faith in believing as we journey to this moment of celebration of the light of God shining bright and new within us, born, a Christ consciousness born, something that happens within our individual lives in a fresh new way. Tonight we light a Christ candle. That this symbolizes this powerful light within our lives. It is the culmination of Advent as each week we've lit a candle on this wonderful journey, drawing us closer and closer to this night of celebration. It's a night of consciousness, a night of shifting and awareness from that which may have been wondering, but now it's a sense of knowing that Christ is within us, a consciousness that we too are born anew in a fresh new way in this relationship with God. So tonight, as a culmination of the Advent season, we light a Christ candle. It symbolizes for each and every one of us the light, the love, the presence within us. It's so crucial that each year we go through these cycles and we tell the stories. The Christmas season is actually the beginning of the new calendar year in the church, of the liturgical year. Advent is what begins, and it unfolds with this wonderful story then of something birthed within our lives in a fresh new way. So it's a beautiful time to begin a new year with this consciousness that the light of Christ, a consciousness, an awareness that we are sons and daughters of God, that we are the children of God, that we are the expressions of God, and knowing that deep within our hearts, that's the journey that we begin as we start this new year together. So we celebrate it in a very special way. And tonight we've given each and every one of you your own individual candle. And as we sing together this beautiful chorus this Christmas season of Silent Night, let us affirm that this Christ consciousness within us, this awareness of the divine presence, also brings us to this wonderful place of silence, of stillness, of awareness, of being still and knowing God. That silent night is what we're called to each and every night within our life, of that coming to the darkness or the end of the day and being still in that silence and knowing the light of Christ is with us. So I invite you now to simply light your candle and join in singing together Silent Night. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin as we rest in a silence, as a stillness, let's take this moment to just allow our hearts to welcome a stillness, welcome a sense of silence, welcome in this stillness, this wonderful presence, that we know that God is with us, that this love and light of the season is here, shining brilliantly. And this candle is truly this light that symbolizes our individual lives, and we're invited to take this candle and go into the world. Take this candle and be the light to a world of darkness. Be this candle and let it be a symbol of light, that we are shining radiantly the love of God for all to see. Would you join me in prayer? Let us pray together. Would you bow your heads? We invite you who are joining us through our Facebook audience to pray with us as well. Let us pray. And this we know to be our truth. The divine presence of God is with us, never leaving nor forsaking us. We in this moment rest in a recognition of the Almighty, a recognition of that presence that is all-knowing, a recognition of that presence that is of infinite possibilities. And in this sense of knowing, then we become one with this wonderful awareness of God within us, of Emmanuel, God with us right now, in this moment. The presence here, the presence with us that has always been here. We awaken to it. We awaken in this moment. The presence of God, that sweet love, that affirming power is here. And in this moment, we're given the power of a holy boldness to proclaim for each and every one, to call forth in the power of an ask, the call forth in the power of claiming God's goodness for one another, to speak a word of great faith and the power of believing, a word that goes forth and never returns void. We speak now for each and every one who is within the listening of this voice, that we speak of affirming power, that the presence of God is meeting their needs, unfolding for them healing, blessings, wisdom, guidance, perfect peace, assurance, that for each and every one, this power and presence is at work, bringing about wholeness within their body, wherever they may be. Whatever sickness or illness, there is wholeness now to be proclaimed. For provision and blessing in this season, as we begin to dream dreams for the new year, we dream dreams together of the blessings of God unfolding in our lives in magnificent ways. We claim it, we see it, and we know it. For the very presence of faith allows us to truly walk in that knowing, to walk in that wonderful power and presence of knowing all is good. And we, in great gratitude, then release these words that we've spoken now, knowing that they're going forth to bless the world, to bless each and every one, to bless us as individuals with a greater awareness of God's presence. And in this gratitude, a gratitude for this season of awareness of Christ awakened within us, a consciousness that we too are children of God, and we are deserving and blessed, and that we are fully heirs to all that is God's. It is alive within us. So in this gratitude, we release these words, knowing it is so, as together we say, Amen, and we say, and so it is. That great word of faith. Now with that, we know that this Christmas time is here because we've talked about it. It's unfolded for us. It's here to celebrate within each and every one. It's here now, and it's here for every day of the year. I want to tell you that. Christmas is here for every day of the year. Not just December the 25th, not just for this season of celebration. For the season of expectation culminates in the receiving of this wonderful awareness. The light and love of God has come, but it's come to stay. It doesn't go away. It's come to journey with us for the next 365 days and beyond. It's ever unfolding. Where this song says, oh, that we could see, we could always see such spirit throughout the year. Your time is here. Your time is now. Christmas is ours for every single day. Let's listen to this beautiful song, Christmas Time is Here. We have an opportunity to share in the spirit of generosity of this season. As our ushers come forward, we have the opportunity to give and to give to bless one another. Isn't it beautiful that there are opportunities for us to share? Because in our individual journeys, we could just collect and collect, receive and receive and receive. And what happens when we receive so much and there's no outlet? Well, the Spirit of God gives us these wonderful opportunities to share in so many different ways, to bless the world, to give back, to allow that wonderful spirit of generosity to come alive within our lives. Thank you so much for your giving tonight. And thank you for your giving throughout the year that has been great support to this ministry. We are so appreciative of your faithfulness. Let's listen to this wonderful song that says, "Go tell it on the mountain." Let's shout this great joy of the Christmas season. Amen. What are we going to do? We're going to go tell it on the mountain. We're going to go tell it in the cities. We're going to tell it on the streets. We're going to tell of this Christmas joy born afresh and new within us, because it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's beginning to look like Christmas in our hearts and our lives, the most important place where it all begins within us. And that's the message we want to share. Now, this Christmas season, many of you will be celebrating tomorrow with family and friends, or even this evening. You're gathered together in a sense of community, gathered together to fellowship and share the joy. Allow these opportunities then for you to speak of what's been birthed anew within your life. How important it is that we tell our stories, that we go tell it wherever it may be, mountains or valleys or cities or streets, wherever it may be that we're in, and sense of community, that we tell of what's been born afresh and new. You know, we can't live on yesterday's experiences. We can't live off of what has happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It's a spiritual journey that we're called to that's ever new, ever fresh, ever so abundant in its sense of newness. Symbolized by the children of Israel traveling in the wilderness, when manna came from heaven, this wonderful goodness coming in that would feed and nurture, the symbolism was go and get it right away, share it right away, but know that it will spoil. So you can't glean it for the days ahead, but glean it for the now, for this moment. And if you try to save it up and hoard it up, it would only spoil and be gone the next day. You see how important it is that we understand that every day is Christmas. Every day something's born again. So every day something's born anew within us. Every day we have a fresh new consciousness. And we tell the stories in a fresh new way with family and friends. This is what's born within my life this Christmas. This is what's born anew. Aha, I've had a wonderful moment. Aha, I've had a new discovery. I've had a wonderful experience of understanding this wonderful consciousness, this awakening within my heart and life that God is ever making a way when there seems to be no way. Now, this past year, and for quite some time, we've been facing a lot of obstacles as a culture and a humanity and as a country and as a world. Pandemics, flu, virus, economic challenges, lots of divisiveness. But how wonderful it is to know that born in the midst of all that challenge is the very beauty of the love of God, fresh and new, each and every day. Every day is that Christmas. So we want to go and fellowship with one another with this very thought. Have yourself a very Merry Christmas. Have yourself every single day a very merry birth of something new happening within your life. Let's listen to this chorus. Let's give our musicians a hand. Beautiful. Thank you so much. We want to remind you that this coming Sunday, not tomorrow, but the first Sunday of January, we're celebrating our Burning Bowl ceremony. A wonderful opportunity for us to release those things that have been burdening us down, cares, those things that have been beliefs or things that we just don't want to carry with us into the new year. Well, we have a little piece of flash paper that we're giving to each and every one that symbolizes that which you'd like to release. And as we come forward to this burning bowl with a candle within it, you place that flash paper to the flame and it disappears. But how beautiful it is in this experience of releasing and letting go. We let go of all those things to open our hearts up to something new. You see, our spiritual life is always about coming to the new, coming to the fresh, coming to that which is relevant, coming to the now in the experience, and not bringing with us those things that would only hold us back. Fears, doubts, worries, stress, anxiety, situations, or those feelings and emotions that have maybe held you back from your highest and best. We're going to release all those together. A beautiful experience. So we invite you to join us in person here at City of Light for this powerful service, January 1, New Year's Day, here at City of Light. Those of you who will be joining us through Facebook, we encourage you to join us and be prepared to release and let go of those things as we begin this brand new year. So we want to share that with you and let you know as we go from this place tonight, we're going to have some great food and fellowship. We wish you could join us here, for we've got a great feast to share with one another. You see, the holiday of Christmas is about that sense of community and coming together. As those who came to gather around the manger, shepherds and angels, those who gathered around for this wonderful occasion, those who came to experience the very birth anew, celebrated in community. And we too are going to continue to celebrate this season of Christmas in community. We're celebrating together for a wonderful feast of great food together following this gathering here. But we want to celebrate most of all this powerful moment, Christmas, it being alive and real, pertinent and fresh within our hearts and lives. So as we close, we want to wish one another a merry new birth, a merry day of awareness, a merry day of consciousness of this wonderful presence of God within us. Truly have yourself a merry little Christmas. And we wish you this. So please rise as you're able. Let's join together in this closing chorus. We wish you a Merry Christmas, and sing it along with some great gusto. Turn to one another and wish each other this words. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everyone. Go in God's peace. God bless you.